Okay, so financial health is actually a computation of the soft data and hard data. So for my many years of experience, I realized that I gave my client net worth, cash flow, a lot of hard data, but it doesn't help them. There's still a fear of lack, there's still greediness, there's still a lot of contentions and so on and so forth. Why? Because we have not incorporated 85% of the practice. So in view of that, I have started a program called Executive Financial Coaching Certification Program with ICF, International Federation of Australia, to train up people who are very sensitive in coaching and very sensitive to money to be able to coach the client out of the situation. Because 85% of money stewardship is based on personality, and only 15% is what to invest, where to invest. It's a 15% technical, 85% is soft. And we as practitioners in the industry have not really learned the soft part of the data. Yeah, so if you look at financial health, it's a holistic health. You talk about soft health and hard health. Yes, you have a lot of emergency cash, but you are in a hoarding situation. You have a lot of emergency cash. It doesn't help you because you hold on so much to the cash, and your neighbor is eating rice with salt. You don't bother, you know. They eat. Why? Because the psychology, the memory, without food during war or without food during hard times, already lock you up in your memory. You're locked in your own memory. So your money stewardship is not fluid. Why? You're locked by the soft data, even though you have unlocking it through the 15%, your 85% lock you inside your own world. So knowing money psychology and money personality is very important. But money personality is only one of the things. There's money value, money habit, money attitude, money posture, money bondage. You know, they are all many components in the whole personality. Inside money personality, 6 to 8 type of personality. I'm showing one personality, which is the 4 components. Yeah, so it's a big world. A PhD of money psychology. I'm talking about one part of money personality. In money personality, there's one small part called money worship, money status, and whatsoever. This only 1% of the whole world that you're looking at. Yeah, let me take you through further. So can you readjust all this? You can. You need to have a 21 days detox reframing of the neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity means the how fast our brain work and how fast our brain learn new things and shut the memory or erase the memory or allow the memory to black and white and unlock the new excitement in wealth building process. Okay, I got 20 minutes, just give me a few more. So money avoidance, there's so many things to walk you through. Let me go through another section here. Okay, now pathology gambling. During these challenging times, because we're MCO, we don't do a lot of things, right? Our clients or even ourselves, sometimes we're not careful, we go into pathology gambling. Genting today, based on before COVID-19, before the lockdown, they already lost 1.4 billion ringgit or US dollar in Genting result. Why? Because the people are going to online gambling. And online gambling is advertising that, oh, we are giving 75% of our profits to the people. So will there be any pathology gambling? Pathology means become habitual gambler. The answer is yes. Is it a neurofinance issue? The answer is yes. Can you help them? There's a new set of skills that we need to learn to look at pathology gambling. Now, the other thing is compulsive hoarding. Compulsive hoard the money. Oh, I hoard everything in FD. I don't invest. I don't maximize this season to build wealth because cash is king. Yeah, but cash is king. Cash can erode it. We just have a session right now because global debt right now is 69 trillion US dollar, excluding China data, because China is not releasing the global data on the national debt. So 69 trillion US dollar is the global debt data. So this data, their government are printing a lot of money. So if you compulsively hoard the money, the fiat currency has no value. Because in 1971, a gold-backed currency has been removed. You know, in 1873, US actually established their US dollar with gold-backed US dollar. But in 1971, President Richard Nixon actually removed the gold standard in the US dollar. So with all this storyline happening, everybody's printing money. Whatever you hoard, it doesn't grow. It can shrink, you know. So why do our client have this compulsive hoarding? Because it's a money personality issue. We have to deal with that. It can represent in their lifestyle habit, which is OCPD. Very thorough. One does also cannot happen, something like that. So what about Shopaholic? Shopaholic is also a same storyline. Shopaholic is also a mental financial disorder. Shop because it's a short-term release onto, because when you shop, you actually go into a short-term happiness, and the happiness release serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin. So serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, they're 3 different hormones, and have different way to stimulate it. Joyfulness, happiness, and also contentment and fulfillment is different emotion and different vocabulary, and it's so different in the chemical, the brain is also different. So can we address all these issues? The answer is you need to understand behavioral coaching, and you need to understand money psychology and money personality in having. Now, money personality is one of them. You need to know money value system, money psychology, neurofinance, cognitive behavior, traumatic strategy. Traumatic means some people just, when they spend so much money, they get into fear. Oh, so much credit card, they shiver in fear. So how do you traumatic therapeutic section? So all these things are part of the new neuropersonality. Okay, workaholism. Sometimes we work so hard during these MCOs. Just for everybody's information, I wrote 3 books, 600 PowerPoints within 7 days, and do so many webinars all over. The question is, I've asked myself, this workaholism, is it because of fear of luck, or is it because I'm willing to serve people, or is it because I want to maximize my MCO? This is a self-reflective. I need to coach myself to understand, why do I write 3 books and 600 PowerPoints and all these things? What is it for? Is it for the love of people? So on and so forth. The answer is definitely yes, yeah, because we have done, we are doing a seminar to raise funds for 5 NGOs so that they do not eat rice with salt. They can also eat some vegetable together with the rice. Yeah, that is for my love to the community. You have to do a self-reflective on workaholism, because workaholism could be one of the money personality as well. Let's move on further. Okay. So this is a PowerPoint which I gotten from a WhatsApp. I just want to bring it to everybody's attention. So in money stewardship, we could be in a fear zone because fear of lack, fear of this, fear of that. But in actual reality, you can liquidate the cash from the moratorium. You can liquidate the cash from your tabung haji. You can liquidate some cash from many solutions. It's not as bad as it is. Just enough to put on the table and then move on to the next phase. Then move on to the learning cage. So for 141 of you, plus the Facebook Live people, meet 200 plus of us, by the fact that you took your afternoon here to learn this webinar instead of having your leisure time, having your high tea, it shows that you have the capacity, your mental neuroplasticity has entered into the learning curve zone. So will you go into the growth zone? Well, you have to bridge over. You do a self-coaching, a self-reflective season, and move on to growth, and then you will handle your financial status properly. Yes.